One of the scariest things that I have ever witnessed in a psychiatric hospital, one of the scariest psychiatric hospitals I've ever been to, was in San Francisco when I was 17 years old. And I've been hospitalized over 10 times, but this was kind of an introduction to psychiatric hospitals for me. It was the second one that I had been in. The third, actually, it was actually the third psychiatric hospital that I had been in, but it was pretty large, and it was in San Francisco. And I remember I had a roommate, and my roommate was highly medicated and pretty much out of it most of the time, sleeping a lot. And I remember we went for mealtime one day, and a lot of it I don't remember, but I remember the significant, like, core memory parts, So I'm sitting out at mealtime, and the guy across from me, I ask him, and he's like kind of small stature, and I ask him, "Hey, why are you here?" And he says, "Because I'm the devil." And so I was like, okay. And it's really strange because when I'm in psychosis like that, somehow I can identify other people that I knew, like, okay, that guy's tripping. He's not really the devil. Like, I knew that even though I was out of my mind and having delusions. But that happened. And then I asked the guy next to him, I said, "Hey, why are you here?" And he said, no, I said, "What happened to your neck?" Because he had red all around his neck, and these were rope marks. And he said, "Well, my girlfriend broke up with me, and I did that." So that's why he was there. And then, there was this one moment where I just hear random screaming in the hall, and I don't know what's happening. And I just hear someone really upset and screaming. And so I ask around, I find out that one of the girls there, she had been prescribed Nicorette because she smoked, and there's no smoking inside the psychiatric ward. And so she took the packaging, because some of the packaging for medicine, you guys know, is really thick. So she took the packaging because it was pretty thick and sharp, and she tried to unalive herself with the packaging. So she was screaming because they were grabbing her and giving her what they call the booty juice, which is basically a sedative that they give somebody that's flipping out in the psychiatric ward, and it just knocks them out. So they gave her that, and then they put her in a room. And I remember seeing her on the bed with her arms strapped and her legs strapped, so her strapped to a bed. And I had never seen anything like that in my life, and it was really scary at the time. It was kind of like I was numb to all of that at the time. But that is what living with bipolar disorder type 1 with psychotic features can look like, going to a lot of psychiatric wards and experience